Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to a new video on East Coast Manga. So once again, it is that time of the year. I am letting you guys know what is my top 10 manga I read in 2022. Now, this is printed manga. This is not manga that I read online. I think, with 2023, I think I am going to be looking to expand my horizon a little bit to maybe some manga that's not printed in English yet, although I still do have a list of stuff that I need to obviously finish out of these bookshelves. So, we'll see how it goes. But all this is printed manga. It doesn't necessarily mean that it came out in 2022, but it means that I read it or started it in 2022. So the first series, and I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm not going to go super in depth into these series, but I will just kind of go through and let you guys know. So, the first series I read, which I think a lot of you guys who are probably watching this video also checked out this year, is going to be Summertime Rendering. This manga right here, I feel like, was super popular in 2022. It had a huge debut in terms of, printed manga in English, and I thought it was fantastic. I really did. It's, 6 omnibuses, or 6 volumes. I don't know how many single volumes. I don't know if these are singles or not, but although there was a printing issue with Udon, I will still say this is one of my favorite series that I've read this year. The next series is Pluto by Naoki Urasawa. This was amazing. For a shorter manga with only, I think, 8 volumes, this was easily one of my favorites. I'm not ranking these, but I would say this definitely goes in the top 3 of this entire year. It totally blew me away. I did not expect to like it as much as I did. I love Monster by him, and man, this was just absolutely fantastic. I even made a video on it, which I don't typically do these days, but I made a whole video dedicated on it, and it was just fantastic. Next series, which also kind of blew me away in terms of just, I don't know, I like this type of story, was Eminem, and I did not think, once again, I would like this as much as I did. It's only 3 volumes in English. I think it might be 4 in Japanese. I believe we're also getting the 4th volume from Dark Horse at some point. I believe they have announced the reprint, so I am happy about that. Not a finished series, but man, just the 3 volumes alone were just, I don't know, just something about it I really liked. And personally, I recommend, if you haven't checked it out, at least check out 1 volume. The next series, which is not going to be to anyone's surprise, and I didn't read online, I didn't read scans. I'm reading it as it's being printed. But we have Tokyo Revengers, of course. I mean, man, it has been fantastic. I love time travel manga. This is like, someone described it as like Erased, but with gangs, and I completely agree. I think it has, some similarities. Old time travel, manga or whatever has some similarities, but man, Tokyo Revengers, I see what the hype is. Next, and I'm not going to say this one surprised me whatsoever, kind of like Tokyo Revengers, I thought I was going to really enjoy this manga. I took forever to actually start it and get into it, but I am very happy I did. And we have Gantz. I am 10 omnibuses in. There's 2 more I need once they come out to finish, so I'm not technically finished. And some of these other series I haven't finished either, like Tokyo Revengers. But man, even if the ending doesn't end how I want it to or in a good way, it doesn't matter to me. The ride and the experience has been more than enough for me to put this in my top 10 my top 10 2022 picks of manga that I've read. Next up, and I do talk about this series a lot, this one and the next one, but it really did catch me off guard. It caught me totally off guard, and I'm really only in the beginning stages, but this is a manga that I've started a video as well, so I started this in 2022, and I'm still hunting it, still looking for more volumes, but it's been fantastic so far, and I've heard really good things about the continuation of this series. So, without further ado, we have Magical Girl Apocalypse, missing Volume 4, but, like I said, this has been a way more brutal manga, gory manga. It's zombies, it's nuts. It's insane. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend checking it out. It's very deceiving by the title, but it's probably not what some of you guys think it's about, so yeah, definitely check it out. Now, what's not deceiving by the title, and once again another series I've talked a lot about, especially this year, both in streams and on videos, we have World's End Harem. This, I will say this one actually did catch me by surprise. I can't lie, I thought it was going to be not really my style of manga. I'm not really a huge fan of like super ecchi manga, but the story that goes along with this is fantastic. I'm about halfway through it, or a little more than halfway through it, so I still have some more to go. Opinion could change, but so far, this is one of my favorite manga that I started this year. And then getting to my bottom two, which are two Shonen Jump, or at least I believe, one's Shonen Sunday, but two shonen that, I mean, let me just show you guys. So, the first one we have Mashle, which is a ongoing manga series. It's one of my favorite ongoing, if not my favorite ongoing manga series, especially in Shonen Jump. I would have to say this and Kaiju number 8 is just, both of them blow me away. And I can't put Kaiju in here because I know I've definitely read that before 2022. But Mashle, I think I started that in 2022. If not, oh well, this is still going on my list because I just love it so much. And next is one of the most well-known series on my entire channel. If you're an OG viewer, you guys might know exactly what this is. I actually started, well, technically I maybe read a volume or two before this year, but I started it, I finished it, and now I'm actually moving on to the second series, which was announced and coming out, or already coming out this year, so there's a couple chapters already out, maybe about a volume or two in Japanese. We have Zatchbell, and I am so happy to not only have this complete in English, not complete technically, but complete in the amount of prints that we got, which is 25 instead of 32 in Japanese, but I'm very happy to say I've read it all, and not just the prints I have, but I've read it all the way to 32. I've completed the entire series, which took a lot more work than I thought, but it was fantastic. So those are my picks for manga, my favorite manga that I started and read in 2022. I would love to hear your picks down below. Also, if you want to make a video, make sure to tag me in the description so I get a little notification, because I would love to watch that video as well, as I'm always curious with these end of year videos. So yeah, that's going to be it. I will catch you guys later. Peace out.